What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. We had the minutes today from the Fed. We had some crazy intraday price action. And I really wanted to spend some time today and talk to you about some strategies that you can use whenever you're dealing with uncertainty or major news or any type of catalyst. I want to talk to you guys about some of those strategies that you can use and just give you guys some tools. All right. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. So first and foremost, why don't you let me know where you're tuning in from tonight? Let me throw your name up on the screen and show you some love and appreciation. I want to thank you for being here. I know it is Wednesday, so it's the middle of the week and people are starting to get a little bit tired, right? So I appreciate your time for being here. Let me go ahead and pull up the Discord over here as well so we can talk about today, and then we're going to get right into it. So who do we have in the building today, my friends? Bad Indy, what's going on, brother? Trading Wars Army, good to see you. What I do, what's going on, brother? Alex, what's going on, brother? Roop, what's going on, sister? Good to see you. Adriana in the building, Trading Wars Army Spy VIP, Holy Grail. Alex, what's going on? I think I shouted you out already, brother. Seattle, Southstar, what's going on, brother? New member to the Army, thank you so much. Monique from Chicago, what's going on? Ron, what's going on, my brother? Appreciate you. Cass from DC, good to see you. Ramon from Vancouver, good to see you too, brother. Who else do we have in the building? Syed Ali from Houston, Texas. What's up, brother? And let's do one more. Michael in the building, Trading Wars Army. Appreciate you. All right. So we're going to hit the bar replay today, and we are going to talk about the setups we took and do a great learning session. So first of all, the first thing that happened today is we had an inside open, right? So what we always want to do, guys, is we want to draw the previous day's Fibonacci. Okay, so that's very, very important. So the previous day range, I want to go ahead and add a Fibonacci to this. So I'm going to take the Fibonacci from the low, from the high to the low. It doesn't matter which direction you go. Okay, it doesn't matter, because the whole point of the Fibonacci is just percentages. You can go low to high, high to low, doesn't matter. Okay, it's all percentages. So here's the Fibonacci of the previous day's range, like this, and we're all set now. Okay, so the first thing that I did today, starting off at the open, is I did not do an opening range breakout. So we'll go to the 3-minute chart so we can see this a little bit better. So first 3-minute bar comes in here. So I'm not going to do an opening range breakout. And the reason why is, guys, if we look, let me just draw 2 lines. Here's the previous day's low. Okay, and let me copy that and paste that. Here's the previous day's high. So we can see right here, guys, that we are kind of in the middle here, right? And the middle mark is actually the 50% retracement. Let me put a line on the 50%. Let's put that in yellow, okay? So because we are in the middle here, and also because I knew there was minutes today, right? I knew right off the bat that I don't want to take an orb, because the orb is likely to fail. The opening range breakout is likely to fail because we don't have someone that's immediately trapped at the open. So instead, what I did today, guys, is I actually decided I'm going to short on the 50%, which is the yellow line. So I decided to short on here. And the reason why is, guys, because I was expecting the opening range breakout to fail. And you'll see in my commentary here. So prior day range fibs to watch, starting a small short position right now. I'm using the 50% Fibonacci as my short entry. Okay. And then we got in here right on this bar. And as soon as we touch the 50%, guys, you see that? Look very closely here with me, friends. As soon as we touch the 50% there, we started to just turn. So that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see that there was an algorithm sitting on the halfway mark, because the halfway mark is almost like the line in the sand. The halfway mark is that pivot point. Are we going to actually make a move up or lower? And once we tagged it, we just reversed immediately. So I got into this trade right off the bat here, and I already was up a lot, because as soon as it touched it, we just turned. So I knew that I was in a good spot here. And what I did, guys, was I was just pretty much waiting to see if this could actually result in the low of the previous day being broken. And then what you'll see here, guys, is eventually we roll over and bam, we crushed it. Okay. So right here, you'll see, make a note, guys, on avoiding the orb for inside opens, and look how we took the reversal instead of using the fibs. Very powerful play. So some people ask me like, hey, Rich, when you do commentary, are you giving education? I try to give education every single day. Okay. Because you got to do this on your own, because I ain't going to be here forever. Okay, sometimes I might be in the club sipping on Hennessy. I can't be doing alerts every single day, but I will until you guys are good. All right. So right here, short target was hit, new low of the day, clean. Who's banking with me? So we made good money on that initial push, guys. All right. Hit me with a 1 if you're following me so far. Hit me with a 1 if you're following me so far. And then you're going to see how this transitions into the news around 2 o'clock when we had those minutes, etc. And you're going to see how you can go ahead and trade that. But that was the first play right off the bat. Hit me with a 1 if you guys understand what's going on there. Okay, good. It feels really good when you catch the high of the day, right? Like when you catch it there and then it just drops, like you feel really, really nice, right? And I'm going to show you guys some fibs. I'm going to show you some fibs on top of this, okay? So let me go to Derry's Twitter and let me show you the fib play that he took here. So I'm very impressed with my younger brother, Derry, because he's been able to pick up the Fibonacci pretty quickly, a lot faster than I did, obviously. And I just wanted to show you guys his trade so that you could see. And this is with a small account. So this might help a lot of you people. So this is day 20. Okay, this is day 20 of the trade. So you could see right here, he took the fib of the morning leg and I took the straight up 50% short. And I'm going to show you the morning leg right now. Let me just hit the replay one more time so I can show you the fib so you guys can learn on that. Okay. All right. So let me keep this one. Let me get rid of this one for now, and then I'll show you. So let's zoom in here. We can see this very closely. So here's the first 5-minute bar. Okay. We had an inside bar and then this push down. Okay. So this push down, this piece right here is the morning leg because we had about 4 bars here. Okay. This was the morning leg. We had a nice push down. You take the Fibonacci, right? This is what I wrote about in my book, the morning leg. You go ahead and you take the Fibonacci from the high to the low. Okay. And he took a fill on the 618 short and he was able to make, where's the broker statement? He was able to make $175 using futures and contracts. So he's basically been doing the same strategy. This is what I try to teach you guys. This is the morning leg Fibonacci. So we came in here, we had that push down, we pulled back up to the 786 in this case, but you don't know if it's going to be the 618 or the 786. You don't know which one. So for simplicity, we always take the 618. So we got here on the 618 filled. It pushed a little bit over, and then check this out, guys. Boom. That's the power of the Fibonacci. And I need you right now. Take a picture of that. Take a picture of that. It's exceptionally beautiful. Look how we tag the 786 one time. We tag it one time, and then we crush. I need you guys right now. Take a picture of that. This is why we trade the fib, because what is the risk to reward? If we take a short here with a stop at the high of the day, what is that risk to reward? That's like 5 times, 6 times your money. That's how you make money in trading. When you hit a trade and it works, you got to make money on that trade because not all of them are going to work. So when it does, you better make sure you make money. And that's what the Fibonacci is designed to do, because the risk to reward is already involved in the fibs. Hit me with a 5 if you guys followed that morning leg. So hit me with a 5 if you guys saw that morning leg. It made sense. And, we're out here showing broker statements, guys. Not a lot of people are going to do that because I need to be different. We need to be the team that stands out and shares the truth with people, guys. We're not going to post it's going down and then delete it when it goes higher, or it's going higher and delete it when it's going to go lower. We're going to show the broker statements. We're going to show what we do, because there's no reason not to. I'm confident in what I do. I don't need to play games. All right. So let's go back now and let's go back to the fib, the previous day's range, because this is the next play that came. All right. So remember, so I taught you about the previous day's range Fibonacci. And when you break, right, when you break the low or the high, then what you can use is you can go ahead and use the Fibonacci extensions as areas of reversals. Very simple. Why? Because look, people want to buy the dip. You want to buy the dip. Where do you buy the dip? Very simple. When we break the low, you're looking to buy the dip. Where's the dip going to be? Use the Fibonacci extensions. You don't need to guess. Use the extensions. It's going to help you. So we come right here, guys. We come down. Okay, we tag the 0.169. We pop up. Then we come to the 272 with a beautiful Nirvana, right? And we pop again. Now check this out again. Now we tag the 272 again. Then we pop again. Do you see this? All fib. It's Fibonacci. It's very simple. There's an algorithm sitting on here. there's two things that are happening here. The short algorithm, like where I was short, we're going to cover on the extension because we know it's a high probability place to lock in profits. And then the bull algorithm is going to come in and say, this is a good place to buy. So you have a convergence of both algorithms. One is selling and one is buying. So both of those equate to buying, right? Because the short is covering, which means they're buying, and the buyers are just buying. So that's what happens here, okay? So now we pop from there. So that's great money for the long side there. And then we start to chop around because we're going into that 2 o'clock time frame where that news is going to come in, okay? So now let me just extend this over here, and then we're going to talk about the news. How do you deal with that? So, all right. So here is the first little, push down, right? Start to do our bullshit. And then check this out. Again, we have a 272, and this time we have an inside bar. So what the point of this video is, I really wanted to talk to you about the opportunities of using the fractal patterns at the Fibonacci. So for example, anytime you have like big news events, you can look for these candles, inside bars, outside bars, and you stack them on a Fibonacci to give you more confidence. So here was your first little sign right here, 272 with an inside bar, right? And then you'll see the big little shakeout comes. Boom. That's the big shakeout. Okay. This is the 2 o'clock shakeout. That's the point. This is what they want to do. You see how we come down here and test the low? So they want to test the low. Okay. You want to test the low, and you want to trap people that are going short, and you want to make people get stopped out. That's what they always do all the time. You can look at any FOMC chart. 90% of the time, there's going to be a big candle with wicks on both sides because the point of that is to kill people. Okay. But you can come in like a sniper. You say, hey, you know what? I got this outside bar. I know how to trade this outside bar. Breaks up, I'm going to go long. Breaks below, go short. Next candle, breaks above. Okay. We have a little bit of a retest, and then we have the pop. That's how you do it. Okay. If you didn't take the outside bar, well, guess what? Here's another inside bar. Okay. And let me fast forward. Then we had another one that showed up even later right here. See that, guys? That's the way. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it without subjectivity. Okay, if you take this outside bar breakout, your stop loss is on the other side. You know where you got to put the stop loss. Very simple. You take this inside bar, you take the break. Okay, the stop is here. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's okay. You have a stop loss. No need to gamble. You don't need to gamble. You don't need to guess. You don't need to go and watch what other people are posting. You know how to trade. You have the patterns in front of you. Take advantage of it. What's the purpose of this outside bar? We always say the outside bar breaks the low and the high of the previous candle. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to basically trap everybody in the game. And then after that outside bar, you can have a nice resolution because all of the people that got trapped are gone, and the big boys come in. All right. If you're doing options, you can use the chart as your stop loss. So if you buy calls here, you say, okay, if it breaks here, I'm gonna stop out if it breaks there. Okay. So hit me with a 7 if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Hit me with a 7. So I used to gamble on FOMC all the time, and I used to do breakout trading. So for example, this used to be me in the past. I used to be here shorting. I would short this. Okay. I would short that because like I was in that stage of trading when I first started trading where I just think things are going to like crash or it's going to go to the moon. And I would just short like when it breaks levels because that's what I felt was right. That's what I see. That's what I seen everybody do until I lost thousands of dollars. Then I said, hey, this is not working. Right? Hit me with a 9 if you've been in that situation. Have you been in that situation before? Like you've seen it coming down here. Oh, this is the news. I'm going to short. It's going to break. But now I'm more disciplined. I'm going to wait for a setup. Okay, give me a fractal. Give me an inside bar. Give me an outside bar. Give me something that I could play off of. Give me a fib. Give me something that makes sense. Okay. And if you want to do triggers, we had 2 triggers today that worked. It worked to the downside and to the upside. So, I mean, today was just beautiful because let's go back in here. Let's take the triggers. So the trigger trades are always posted the night before. I already posted the one for tomorrow. And what they are is if you don't have the ability and capability to look at the chart. Okay, if you don't have the ability and capability to look at the chart, you can set these orders up the night before. And let me show you. So the long was 445.97. So let me go ahead and draw that. 445.97. And I appreciate you guys that are here. I see the Trading Wars Army members that I see you guys are practicing and you're learning and getting better. And that's what it's all about. That's why I started this. I started this with that in mind. Just, instead of being the person to be down here where I was, let's be the person that takes these fractals and makes money instead. So you could see today, guys, both of our triggers worked exceptionally well. This was the trigger short. So once we filled here to the short side, we had a beautiful push down to targets. And then we had the trigger long, which came back later in the day. Once we broke through that to the upside, guys, we made money on that one too, right? And these guys, these triggers, I mean, they're just exceptional. All right. So overall today, really, 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 and truly, it was a very clean day. Very clean day. Right off the bat, if you're just following along with my commentary in the morning, if you are still learning, we had the short right there, and the short was a good winner. And then we had the trigger. So if you didn't take this one here, and then the trigger came in, and then you took the trigger, you still would have made money because we got to the targets. And if you missed all of that, guys, you play the trigger to the upside, you make money, or you play any one of these fractals after the news, you have great opportunities there. All right. Hit me with a 10 if you understood this recap, if it makes sense to you, and if you learned something. Hit me with a 10. Are you trading right away at market open? Look, here's my timestamps, okay? So I went short today at 9:34, 4 minutes after the open, okay? So it depends on what I see on the day. I'm not gonna force something if there's no pattern. Everything's based on a pattern, guys. It's got to be something, right? So then the next one here, let me update you guys right now. Let me bring the February log. So we got paid on Google today, and I want to break this one down for you guys step by step. Okay, this is a swing trade. Okay, so this is Google. This is a swing trade. Basically everyone this week was a winner, and that's good because the week before we had some losers. And this is how trading is. There's going to be cycles of up and down. The market goes up, it goes down, right? That's what happens. So you're going to have winners and losers. So let's go ahead here and let's do Google. Okay. I'm going to do Google right now. And what I need, guys, this is very important for me, from me to ask you this question. Hit me with a 4 if you actually swing trade. Who actually swings trades right now? Is anybody swing trading right now? Hit me with a 4. Who is actually swing trading right now? And if there are some swing traders in here, I'm going to break this one down in detail. Okay, so we have a good amount of 4s up in the building. All right. So we're on the weekly chart for Google. Okay. So what do we have? Last week we closed with an inside bar. So the whole point of an inside bar means that the next week we're trying to either break the low or the high of the bar. It means that we're consolidating and we're likely going to have some kind of conclusion. And if you just look in the past, look at these inside bars in the past on Google. Generally with these inside bars, we do have some kind of resolution. So that's exactly why I decided to trade Google this week. I'm saying, okay, we had this inside bar. I'm really more interested in playing it to the upside than anything else because Google is bullish. Just look at the chart. That's it. Okay. So what I did here, guys, is I drilled down. Okay. I drilled down. So this is why I wrote the book, The Drill Down Method. Drill down. We drill. We're drilling for gold. Okay. So let me show you now step by step. Here's the high and here is the low of last week. So what I did is I waited for the daily chart to give me an entry because I didn't want to wait until this high breaks at 28.76 because I don't want to be late to the party. I always want to arrive early. Okay. The early bird gets the worm. That's how we do it. So next candle comes in here, this inside bar. So what do you think I'm going to do with that inside bar, guys? What do you think I'm going to do with that inside bar? That inside bar is sitting literally on last week's low. What do you think I'm going to do with that? I'm all over that, guys. I'm eating that up. So this was my trade right here. Entry 27.17.53, stop 26.88. Okay, let me get rid of the fib so it's more easier to see. And you can see right here, Google 27.17.53, 26.88. So this is the setup that I gave to the members. And let me go to the stock swing room to show you guys right here, swing trade alerts. So we got filled yesterday at 12:27. Google filled, Google partial, Google 1x, Google 1.25x. Shout out to my mod surfing trends and all my mods for helping me out with this. Appreciate you guys. Okay. So we went in there. Okay. There's the entry. There's a stop loss. Boom. Next day we get filled. We got filled right there. And then today, bam. Beautiful. So we did take a little bit of heat, right? But that's why we have the stop loss in a good spot. We took some heat, we came back down, and we pushed back up, right? So now we're already up 1.25 times our money. So that means if you put in $1,000, you're up 1,250. Okay, if you put in $100, you're up 125. Okay, whatever. It's just a percentage. So now I'm in a good spot. Put the stop loss to break even, take off some off the table, and see if Google wants to get to the moon. What do you guys think is going to happen about if this happens? If Google somehow in the next few weeks goes and makes new all-time highs, guys, I'm already in the game before you hear about it. And that's what I want to try to teach you guys. Get in the game before you hear about it. That's how you make money. Be a front runner in the game, because if it goes to all-time highs, I'm going to make a lot of money. But I don't want to wait until all-time highs come and then get in after it already made the move. You guys understand that? I'm so passionate about it because everybody wants to like pump on you guys. Oh, this thing is up 20%. Now it's going to go to the moon. No, you're going to blow up your account doing that. You will. I've done it before. That's why I'm so passionate about it. I lost my money. So I can tell you that it's not going to work. Come in before the move, be there, ready to go, lock in your money, put your stop loss to break even. And if it goes, you're going to make a lot of money and your risk is going to be very, very small. Hit me with an 11, if that makes sense. This is why I wrote drill down, drill down, drill down. Start off with the weekly chart. What is the weekly chart telling me? The weekly chart is telling me that Google is consolidating. It wants to make a move. Okay, I'll go down to the daily. Then I get another inside bar. I got an inside bar on an inside bar. I got a weekly inside bar, daily inside bar, inside. Now I have a great trade because I have a tight risk. It doesn't get better than that. Really doesn't get better than that. We also are in Tesla. So let's look at that. So Tesla, guys, Ragnarok on the daily. Ragnarok forming on the weekly. And then let's go to the daily. Boom. Beautiful. So what do you think I did? What do you guys think I did? I took the same inside bar here on Tesla. I took it up. Same thing. It's not complicated. It just takes focus and execution. Focus, execution every single day, guys. Another good day trade we had today was Pfizer. So Pfizer broke out immediately at the open, guys, and then we got faded, right? But look, the entry point, guys, even if you use the previous day's high right up here, still make great money on that push. But this is why I teach you guys about the Fibonacci extensions, because check this out. When we come up here, guys, into the 786 area, look at this, right? You get a double top. So that's a clean pattern. 1, 2, boom. Beautiful. All right. It's good, guys. There we go. I just want to teach you guys some more strategies, give you an update. We've been on a hot streak on SPY, very, very hot streak. Eventually is going to come to an end because nothing, you're not going to win every single day. So mentally, I'm just preparing myself that whenever there is a loser, that I got to be mentally okay with it. And I just got to take the right trades. So that's what I'm going to focus on. But otherwise than that, guys, Trading Wars Army members. So my army, you guys have any chart requests, any questions for me? Let's spend a little bit of time looking at your questions and your requests because I appreciate your support. So go ahead. Any Trading Wars Army members, you guys have anything for me? Any questions, any chart requests? I really appreciate you guys. I mean, things have been hard these days in terms of engagement, in terms of growth. It's been really, really hard because I'm not pushing the bullshit, and sometimes you have to choose between doing something you believe in or doing something for popularity or for attention. And I just need to stick to what I know works for me. Okay. So here we go. DraftKings. Thank you, Adriana. Let's look at DraftKings. So go to the daily. Beautiful. I mean, doesn't get any more beautiful than that. Did you take the Orban SPY today? No, I just explained that I took the 50%. I mean, I guess just rewatch the video when you get a chance. So we had here the double inside, but just remember that DraftKings earnings is right around the corner. So that's probably one of the reasons that the range is getting very, very tight. The earnings are on the 18th of February. So you could still do a really nice day trade tomorrow potentially, and then set yourself up to see what you want to, if you want to take some into earnings as a gamble with your options. Just make sure that you protect yourself and you don't risk too much. So I like DraftKings there, really nice. Moderna, same thing, right? So all of these are starting to tighten up because they have earnings. Okay. So the double inside's very powerful. You know that it's killing option premiums, but you also have to remember that with the option premiums, that they're still going to have some type of earnings priced into it. Okay. I remember this a long time ago. I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. Tell me if this has happened to you before. But one time I bought calls on Amazon. Like, this is when I first started trading. And I bought calls like literally 5 minutes before earnings, but before the close, basically, right? And what happened was I bought calls and it went up 5%. Okay. And I was so happy because I was a rookie back then. I was like, my God, I caught it. I gambled on Amazon and they were up like I think it was like 6%, blah, blah, blah. The next day when the market opens, my contract is actually went down. And that's when I realized, I'm like, holy crap. Like, what is options? Like, what is this? Right. And then that's when I realized that you got to look at the pricing. Sometimes earnings implied moves are priced into these contracts. So even if you hit in the right direction, you might not make money. Hit me with a 1 if that's happened to you before. Has that happened to you before? And that was like one of the biggest eye-opening experiences that I've had in my trading career. I bet on Amazon going up. I bought calls. I thought it was all good. They had good earnings. They were up 6%. Then the next day when the market opened, my calls were negative. And I was just like, what? Like, how did that even happen? And then I started to learn more about these options. So, be careful with earnings. Okay, be careful. It's always a gamble. What else? Okay, I don't see anything else. Boom. All right, so there we go. My friends, I'm so grateful for you being here. I swear to you, I'm so grateful for you being here because the Twitter is kind of dying down slowly. So when I see 100 people here on YouTube, I get excited because I'm like, hey, you guys are still here. And I really appreciate that. And I just want to continue to try to educate you the best of my ability. Like, there's so many ways to trade, guys. I just want to show you something that's going to work for you, whether it's swing trading, day trading, whatever it is, guys. I just want to be able to give you some knowledge and change your life if possible. I've helped a lot of people in my journey and I just want to keep doing it. So thank you so much for your time, guys. I appreciate you. Remember, please drop a comment at the end of the stream and you'll have a chance to win a giveaway. We do it every Sunday. So please comment. I just want you to comment. Have you, do you trade the news? Like, is that something that you do? Because there's some people that can actually make good money doing it, but you just have to have, a good strategy and good risk management. Okay. And then the last thing that I want to do here, guys, is obviously check me out at tradingwars.com if you want to trade with me live tomorrow. So the swing trading, a lot of people ask me about this. So the swing trading that I just talked about is in this book, the drill down method, where I talk about like going from the weekly down to the daily. And the SPY one is all the SPY strategies we talk about every day. And then the fibs is all the fibs, like literally all of them. It's a very intense. I put this together with my first book because the fibs are the truth. And that's it. If you grab any one of the books, guys, you get 1 month for free in the room, or you can sign up directly for the rooms right here if you're interested. Okay. Otherwise than that, guys, you know how we do. I will see you tomorrow. Every single day we come back and we spread the love and education. We keep going. Someone is asking me about the Nirvana. So let's go to Tesla and I'll close this. So the Nirvana pattern is an inside outside. And the point of it is that it's another form of consolidation and trapping. The inside bar makes the range tighter. So obviously what it's doing there, it's killing option premiums and killing traders that are expecting moves right away. The outside bar goes ahead and breaks the high and the low of the previous candle. So when we do that, that causes the traders to be even more trapped, because now some people went short on the break, some people went long on the high. So this pattern is very rare, and it's basically a lot of traps. And generally what happens after this pattern is you have some type of confirmation to a new leg in the stock. And here's Tesla as an example. So what I did is I went down to the daily chart and I took this inside bar because I seen that everybody was trapped. This is the Nirvana right here. This is how it looks on the daily. And I just went ahead and took this. And my expectation is that we're going to continue higher and we're going to keep making new highs. And that's my expectation. Doesn't have to happen, but that's the plan. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much for your time, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. You know what it is. I'll do the giveaways on Sunday. Take care.